Now, when it comes to e-commerce, Shopify, these are the main campaign objectives that you're going to be using for an e-commerce store, for a Shopify store, to have successful Facebook ad campaigns. So audience insights, this is a tool that we're going to go ahead and walk through, but I wanted to give you an idea here of what this is. This is a fantastic tool that allows us to go and look at our competitors' audiences. So let's go right ahead to the audience insights. Now, let's say that we have a bodybuilding product that we want to promote to the bodybuilding community. So the first thing that I would do is come in here and type in interest. I would go to bodybuilding or even bodybuilding.com. So bodybuilding, okay? And then I would go to really find out, okay, what is a common age here? So 18 to 24, 25 to 35, and then 35 to 44. So I would even go 21 to, I would say like 35, or even, let's go over here, let's go to 40. Just so we have a really good audience there that is going to make the most sense, right? And so for us, it's obviously going to be all men, because men are obviously going to be the ones interested in bodybuilding. Yes, there are females, but not that many. And now that we've broken this down a little bit as far as just men between 21 and 40, if you want to just target all the United States, you can do that. If you want to target several countries, but for this one, I'm just going to be doing the United States. And so if we wanted to break this down even further here with the relationship status, we go to advanced and then we go to relationship status. So, you know, it's single, in a relationship, and married. Single, in a relationship, married. Okay, so now we know that we have a really good audience here that is very likely to be interested in bodybuilding and want to purchase bodybuilding products. So now let's go over here and look at the page likes and the different pages that are similar to what we're trying to promote. Okay, so I know Muscle Farm is a great one, Optimum Nutrition, bodybuilding.com, Cellucor. These are all products that I know that have, you know, different supplements that are very, very similar to what we're trying to do, right? So Muscle Farm over here, these are a bodybuilding supplement company. Same thing here with Optimum Nutrition. And then over here, bodybuilding.com, they essentially, you know, promote a lot of different products, but they are a good candidate for us as well. Now, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to show you how to download these particular individuals here that like this page so that you can upload audiences to Facebook that are hyper targeted. Now in here, we can break this down even further to different types of page likes where people are going to like, you know, Cellucor, they're going to like bodybuilding.com, but they're also going to like different pages as well. Now, we can target people, let's say that like bodybuilding.com, that like Muscle Farm, and then that also like a famous bodybuilder, so that our audience is very, very targeted, right? So with the affinity here, this is essentially telling us how close these are as far as to our initial seed audience, right? So if we want to see Muscle Farm here, Optimum Nutrition, Dr. Jim Stepani, I think this is a bodybuilder guy here. Yes, so this is a good guy to target as well, but essentially these are all going to show us as far as the page likes that are most similar to what we're looking for. So now let me show you how I would set up a particular audience targeting here. So let's go to the ads manager here, and I'm going to show you how we would set this up. So we already have our particular audience insight here. So we have 21 to 40. So we would set that up here, 21 to 40. All right, so let's go ahead and create this custom audience here. Let's go to bodybuilding. So we want people who like bodybuilding, interested in that, 54 million. And then we want to narrow this down. Let's say Muscle Farm, people who also like Muscle Farm. Awesome. And then we want people that also like a famous bodybuilder. Let's say Ronnie Coleman. Okay, great. So now we have a really good audience here of individuals that like bodybuilding, that like Muscle Farm, which is a bodybuilding supplement company, and then that like Ronnie Coleman, which is a bodybuilder. So this is a really good audience here for us to target, because we know that these people are going to be interested in our particular bodybuilding supplement. So how we would set this up down here, we go to edit placements. We only want this to go into the feeds. So we want to exit this. Okay, and then exit this here, and then boom, just up here in the actual feeds. And I would even start off at $5 per day. You don't need to have $20. $5 is sufficient enough. Whoops, let's go to $5 a day there. Now, this is essentially how you would start off, right? You would create an audience here, and then you would run ads and kind of see what people are doing, make sure that you're tracking everybody along the buyer's journey. But the problem with this is that you need to spend a lot of money with Facebook in order for them to collect data, right? Or you can shortcut your success by using this special tool that I'm going to show you right now. So this special tool here is called MailBiz. And what you can essentially do with this is download customer file lists from different competitors of yours. The first thing that we're going to do is go to bodybuilding over here, and we're going to essentially copy this URL, and we're going to get the Facebook ID here. So we're going to go to the ID finder, type that in, find ID, and then it should give us an ID here. We're going to copy this. Okay, we're going to exit out of here. We're going to go to email extractor, fan page extractor, type in the ID, and then we're going to go to extract. And so what this is going to do is going to download as many emails as it can. And typically it downloads about 70, 80, 85, maybe 90% of the people that like that Facebook page, that are fans, right? The name, email, and actual contact information. So this is a really secret way here to get very hyper-specific targeted audiences. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this here, but as you can see, it's starting to pull email information there. And essentially what happens is you can download the Excel file and then upload that to Facebook so that you'll have very hyper specific targeted audiences, right? So that's how you can create very specific, hyper targeted custom audiences right out of the gate without having to collect data from Facebook, without having to do any kind of interest targeting, all this stuff, right? You can right out of the gate have a very targeted audience that you know already likes a particular brand, right? So this tool here, I recommend if you're in the e-commerce space, if you're in the Shopify space, I highly recommend you use this tool. I'm going to have a link down below, and you can actually use this tool to look at individual Facebook ads from your competitors. You can actually do product research on different Shopify stores. So highly recommend you take a look at this tool. And let's even go over here. I want to show you, let's go to dashboard. They have different tiers here as far as pricing. I believe I'm on the enterprise, but they have an e-commerce version over here for $177, right? And then you can actually go and research winning products, trending products, Shopify products, and essentially be able to really look at your competition and see what they're doing, how they're, putting together their ads. So I highly recommend you pick up this tool here. Let me know if you have any questions down below, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.